He smiled for everyone, said yes to everything, and became the person everyone liked. But one day, he looked in the mirror and didn't recognize himself anymore. In a world where approval feels like success, some people spend their entire lives trying to be liked. They avoid conflict. They hide their true feelings. They sacrifice their own happiness just to keep others comfortable. This is the story of one such person, a boy who tried to make everyone happy and slowly disappeared in the process. His name was Arman. From a very young age, Arman had learned one simple rule. If people are happy with you, life becomes easy. So he became the good boy. Teachers loved him, friends trusted him, family praised him. He never argued, never said no, never complained. If someone needed help, he was there. If someone needed support, he was there. If someone needed a favor, he was always there. And slowly, people stopped asking and started expecting. Arman, can you do my assignment? Sure. Arman, can you stay late and help? Of course. Arman, can you cancel your plans for me? Yeah. At first, it felt good, being needed, being appreciated, being liked. But over time, something changed. He started feeling tired, not physically, but emotionally. He would sit alone at night, staring at his phone, and wonder, why do I feel empty even when everyone likes me? Arman used to love drawing. It was his escape, his passion, his identity. But one day, a friend said, "Bro, drawing won't get you anywhere. Focus on real things." Arman smiled, and quietly, he stopped drawing. He started changing himself for others, talking the way they liked, acting the way they preferred, laughing at jokes he didn't even find funny. Piece by piece, he was editing himself to fit into everyone else's world. One evening, Arman had planned something for himself, a rare moment. He wanted to sit alone and draw again, after months. But just as he picked up his sketchbook, his phone rang. "Arman, we need you, bro. Urgent." He paused. For the first time, his heart whispered, "Say no." But his habit spoke louder. "Okay, I'm coming." That night, he helped his friends again, solved their problems, made them laugh, and came back home to a silent room. He looked at his sketchbook, closed, untouched, and something inside him finally broke. He walked to the mirror, stared at himself, and asked one question. Who am I when no one is around? There was no answer. He realized something terrifying. He knew everyone's preferences, everyone's needs, everyone's moods, but he didn't know himself anymore. The truth was simple, but painful. The more he tried to make everyone happy, the more he was abandoning himself. People didn't value him more, they just used him more. They didn't respect him more, they just depended on him more. Because he never said no, no one ever thought twice before asking. The next day, someone asked, "Arman, can you help me again?" There was silence. His heart started racing. His hands felt cold. But this time, he said, "No, I can't." The room went quiet. The person looked surprised, a little disappointed, maybe even annoyed. And for the first time, Arman felt something strange, fear and freedom. Slowly, things changed. Some people stopped calling him. Some got distant. Some even got angry. It hurt a lot, because he thought, if I stop pleasing people, I'll end up alone. But something unexpected happened. He found time. Time to think, time to breathe, time to be himself again. He picked up his sketchbook, drew after months, and for the first time in a long time, he smiled, a real smile. Arman realized, you can't make everyone happy, but you can stop making yourself miserable. Respect doesn't come from saying yes all the time. It comes from knowing your worth. And people who only stay when you sacrifice yourself were never really your people. If you're always available, people will treat you as an option. If you always say yes, your yes will lose its value. But the moment you respect yourself, the right people will too. He spent his whole life trying to be liked by everyone until he realized he was the only one he had lost.